Or everyone tells me we don't. Fellas!
Fellas! We have a mic now.
We sure do.
Hello.
This is the Fellas Show. It's September 9th, 2021. Oh, it's September 2nd.
Yeah,
but
no,
the month is a 9, and I got confused.
Wow. You're ahead of yourself.
I'm not,
You're ready for football, aren't you?
I'm ready
September
for
9th is
I know,
football.
I was thinking about
You're
football
thinking about
season.
football. Am I clipping over there? Might be clipping.
Hey, you're chilling.
I'm
There's
sorry.
no such thing.
There's no such thing.
We got some stuff to talk about.
We do. We have stuff to
Thank
talk.
goodness, because I don't know what we'd be doing here if we
Yeah, I don't
didn't
know.
have anything to talk about.
First of all, I hope everyone's okay after last night. Shit got a little wild on this side of the country.
Sure did.
Saw some videos from Tech and everything. Looks like he's pretty shaken up today. Just hope everyone's okay. That was Sean was out driving in it because Sean is who he is. And
Yeah. Couple stories from the front line.
yeah.
So, over, just so we know, the Schuylkill River in Philadelphia, spelled Scully Kill.
Yes.
That's flooding. And I got, like, first of all, okay, I won't get it. We get the emergency notification that it's flooding.
Yeah,
First
I
of all,
had Amber
I
alerts.
had AirPods
Oh.
when that came on.
Ooh.
And that tone
I
went straight into my brain
Yeah.
and down my spine, and I immediately had to throw up.
I
I didn't actually. Boy,
I was like,
oh,
dude,
heart attack, dude.
yeah, no, that went off in my phone, and I thought I was gonna puke as well because of how loud it was. I
Right?
can't even imagine what it was on your AirPods.
Straight to the eardrums.
That just so ridiculous.
But I got that, and I was like, dang, I didn't even know the Schuylkill River could flood. Like, I've never heard of that in all of my years of living here. I have never heard of the Schuylkill River flooding. So, just for reference of how crazy the amount of rain we got yesterday was, over fallen trees definitely added to the delivery times last night. I'm sorry to the customers, but there was a tree in the road. I was we delivered booze as well as your typical groceries and whatnot. It's delivering someone nice 12-pack of Yinglings,
Yeah.
another Pennsylvania staple, and oh man, I'm stepping out of the car. I pull out the phone, call him. I say, hey, I'm here with your order, and then the cardboard handle of the box just disintegrates in my hand. Whole case falls to the sidewalk. One of them completely shatters. As I'm on the phone with the guy, I'm like, actually, I know I just said I was here with your order, but one of them has become dust. One of your Yinglings is no longer a Yingling, so I'm going to have to run back to the warehouse. Yeah, it's all right. All right, appreciate you.
Did you give him that case anyways?
No,
Ah.
I wrapped it up in a bunch of plastic bags, tossed it in my back seat. So, hey, we got 11 Yinglings.
Let's go! Yes! I was waiting for you to finally do that for us.
We gotta Also, I've learned that if I ever go back there and say, hey, man, the beer broke, I can get another one, so. Just kidding. I'm an honest employee.
No, honestly, Sean could have stolen so many things by now, and he hasn't. And the roommates are kind of like, because this delivery service is the greatest thing ever, by the way. If you don't know what it is, it's literally the greatest thing ever. But we're always like, Sean, you really didn't grab anything for us today? Like, really, bro?
Dude, I'm not allowed in the warehouse. I'm a driver. I stay on the outside.
Fine.
They're like, there's like a line where I can't pass.
That's actually pretty funny. Well, fellas,
It's wild though. Wild out there.
we should probably get into some sports talk today. Huh?
Sure, man. That is what we're here for.
Beginning our sports talk, let's talk about fucking VIP yesterday, because
Ooh.
fuck you, Vegas. How about that?
Ooh.
Besides the Rays money line, which was bullshit, because they gave up a go-ahead in the top of the ninth. Besides that, God, we were good yesterday. God. D-backs just unleash on you, Darvish. Unleash on the man. Unfucking leash on that man.
Who called that one?
Could have been anyone. Just kidding, it was only me. Max Scherzer gets pulled with 9 strikeouts instead of 8.5. Fucking beautiful. Astros Mariners, boo, 1-0. Are you kidding me? That was stupid. And then Rays money line, boo. But other than that, that little
the Baltimore Toronto under hit too.
It did. Dude, have you ever missed one of those?
Not on the Toronto game.
I don't think you've ever missed an over-under on a Toronto game. I don't think you have. It is actually unbelievable. But that underdog parlay of Brewers and Indians tie it up, get to the top of the 11th, score 2 runs to hit our team total over, and beat the not live Kansas City Royals.
They were dead.
And then the Brewers hit a dinger in the top of the 8th to beat the Giants 3-2. Oh, what a night.
Come on now.
Oh, what a night. But, this show just isn't about us. Let's talk about other sports, too. Let's talk about
It could just be about us.
I mean, it could. What else we got today? What do we have to talk about today? I keep seeing more things about Bishop Sycamore and their 40-year-olds.
Insane. I've been putting together everything I can find in my free time at work.
Yeah.
Just put it, and I do want to make like a short.
We should like a short like a 10-minute documentary of just what the fuck happened.
Because it's one of those things where every single thing I've read, it's had a couple things that are the same, also introduces a new thing that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole rabbit hole of the old school that he also made that the head coach also made that was about the same thing. Insane story. I think we got to just get as much information on it as possible and put it together.
I agree.
That's quite a story.
I would agree with you. LOL, the not live Kansas Royals. Braxton just felt his spidey senses go off and they are triggered. Yeah, well, maybe he shouldn't have bet against the losing team. You know? Probably shouldn't have lost. All he had to say was
gotta tell him that.
Yeah, all he had to say was the Royals were not live yesterday, and he would have been right.
True.
But instead he said they were live, and he was wrong.
False.
A 50-50 chance, bro. You just wrong. What do we got?
Headline. Gardner Minshew is fired up about joining the league.
Of course. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah, apparently he's having a lot of fun with Nick Sirianni, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, they're both goofy guys. I'd imagine they get along pretty well.
Apparently they had a heated game of horse. That was when before the draft, when he was at a Colts tryout. They had a game of horse. Now he wants a rematch. So they kind of know each other. I hope he just. Right now he's the number 3 quarterback. Let's just put him in the.
He's backup.
Come on.
He's a backup.
He's the starter.
He's the starter.
You can't have that guy on the bench. Do you see him?
Do you see him?
You can't have that guy on the bench. All right, but that was just because he's fired up, baby.
He's fired up.
Let's go.
He's ready to go.
Here's the big story yesterday.
Yes.
Mets GM Zach Scott arrested on DUI charges. This all happened. I guess it would have been. This is all on Tuesday night going into Wednesday.
Okay.
So he was found sleeping in his car.
Oh, you can't do that.
By the federal courthouse, ironically.
You definitely can't do that.
At 4:17 a.m. on Tuesday. Oh, so this was... Wow.
I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
Tuesday into...
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Monday into Tuesday.
Oh, Monday. Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. So they kept this under. He refused a breathalyzer.
Bad idea.
Blood test. And then he failed the field sobriety test. So that gets you a DUI.
That does get you a DUI.
Met's statement on the matter: we were surprised and deeply disappointed to learn this morning about an alleged DUI involving Zach Scott. We take this matter very seriously. Zach will not be traveling with the team for our upcoming road trip while we learn more and determine the next steps. The events leading up to this, at Steve Cohen, the team owner, was hosting a fundraiser at his home on the night of the arrest. for the Amazing Mets Foundation. It's in Connecticut, about a 20-minute drive from the Connecticut-New York border. Party ended about 9 p.m., allegedly. And then, I guess the guy just had a little too much to drink there. Got in the car.
Fell asleep.
The thing is,
the good news is he didn't have to go far once they found him. They just kind of brought him right to the...
I feel a little worse when it's like when you hear one, it's like, yeah, this guy was doing like $180.
Yeah.
And crashed into a wall. Like, this guy, he might have just been like, I need to go to bed.
I need to go to sleep.
He could have been there for like 6 hours just sleeping. But that's the weird thing. And I think the question a lot of people have is what happened between party and sleepy man on the
between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's quite a that's a day.
That's a long...
That's a work day. That's a 9 to 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time for someone to be sleeping.
I think it's unfortunate here that it came after a fundraiser party.
Yeah, you dumbass.
That's gonna be a problem there. And I think what we really need to acknowledge here, Jeff Passan. I had no idea the man was such a savage.
Really?
I love Jeff.
Yeah, I think he's funny. The clean cut guy that
Yeah,
you see on ESPN. Is he on ESPN anymore, or is he on?
Yeah, I think he is still. Yes, he's still at ESPN, MLB Insider and writer.
He's kind of like the dark haired, clean cut guy that's does some funny things every once in a while. But yeah, he has a little voice behind him sometimes.
I did not know he was such a savage, but when I saw he I think he was if not the initial report, one of the initial reports on this. And I don't know who's this guy. I don't know, but so this dude David Wohl, he's a high-profile defense attorney according to his own bio. Campaign surrogate for President Trump, which he does have a picture with Trump.
In fact, have a
banner
picture
on his Twitter.
Yep.
So this is just the guy. Love CrossFit, huge Dodgers fan. So scumbag.
Trump, Dodgers, CrossFit.
Scumbag.
I can't think of a person that I would not like more.
So Jeff Passan was ready to unload. He put out the tweet. The one he said, first it was just very much the situation. Everything just went away.
Everything just really went away.
My time, but I do remember. And then, so eventually, so he put out his initial tweet with the story, and then came up and was giving a little more detail. I'm gonna try to get this back as fast as I can. Put a little more detail out in a subtweet and said, the fundraiser at Steve Cohen's house ended sometime around 8:30 or 9. The DUI arrest occurred about 7 hours after that. And then David Wohl, our CrossFit Trump man, said, and I guess you're desperately trying to smear Cohen because you've got nothing else to do. And then Jeff Passan goes up to the top rope. I suppose whatever I have to do is better than what you have to do, which is visit your son in jail.
Oh my God, bro. The jugular.
From the top rope, Jeff Passan.
Dude, that's like one of those things where you kind of say something or you say something and someone comes up and pokes you, just gives you one on the back of the arm, just a nice little poke, and you turn around and just rock his face in and put his lights out. Wow, Jeff. Did he respond to it? Did Mr. Trump CrossFit Dodgers fans respond to it?
Yeah, they got a little thing. He's just, I wonder if ESPN's insurance covers you for our damages resulting from a defamation judgment, Jeff. Maybe
it's not defamation if your son's actually in jail, by the way.
Or if, I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know why ever, it seemed like a lot of people were like, dude, why are you trying to blame Cohen? And it's like, I didn't get that vibe at all.
I mean, and also because he got a DUI, and the story is Cohen got a DUI.
No, Cohen's the owner.
Oh, Cohen's the owner?
So,
oh, okay.
He just mentioned that he was at his house. It's like, because that's the last known place he was before
he
got a DUI. It was a team event at the dang owner's house.
Yeah.
It's an important piece of information. I don't know.
He just ends the man's life.
So Jeff doesn't get in, but then Ari Khan, who is Oh, so we got into the political boys. I'm not gonna give these guys.
Yeah, no.
First Amendment and defamation lawyer, free speech
Oh
counsel.
God.
Illinois music junkie Oofnik.
Yeah, no.
A snarky gay lawyer. He might be a snarky gay lawyer. Who knows? But man, he's talking like he doesn't have 30,000 followers. Oh wow, we have more followers than Trump CrossFit boy.
Do we?
1752.
That actually,
We're dead
I
close,
think we're
right?
I think we're at 1752 actually. No, dead ass. Wait, how many followers? 1750. Damn it! He's got his beats.
No.
Don't worry. Oh, okay. All right. Well, by the end of today, we will have more followers than that little fuck. Promise you.
That's a goal for the day.
That's the goal for the day. Anyways,
No.
that is funny and good for you, Jeff. Attaboy. Way to just
I didn't know
absolutely.
he was such a savage.
That's a little extreme. Like, you poked the bear on that one, and you got him.
I didn't know if he deserved that.
That was,
I
yeah.
didn't know if he deserved
I don't-
that. But man.
But, man, I'm here for it anyways. I'll take it. The poor, I can't even say poor guy. He just, you walked into a knife fight, and the man pulled out a gun on you. That's all I have to say. Straight KO'd with that. Yeah, that was a yikes.
That was a suplex off the top rope, bro. Oh, my God.
All right, what else we got? So we got GMs at owners' parties getting DUIs and ESPN analysts going after the jugular on politicians. It's a good start.
Big fan of Jeff. His
That's a
name
good
is
start. Jeff passing. Definitely a fella.
There's some notable players who have been cut.
Yeah, we should definitely be talking about this because the past 2 days have been absolutely fucking ridiculous.
There's been a lot.
Who's been cut?
And I have a theory. We have an extra long window before preseason and NFL season.
Yep.
Or between. I think teams are willing to do a lot more in terms of getting rid of guys, finding the right guys that other teams have cut. Because a lot of the time, you hear any interview with a GM, with a head coach about what they're doing during the preseason. It's like we're looking at the bottom 5 guys on their team and bottom 5 guys on everyone else's team. We're seeing how we can switch it out. So I think we're seeing a lot, maybe more players being released because they know they have more time to bring someone back in.
Yeah.
As well as, we already know cap's gone down. There's not a lot of money. So there's a lot of things that are influence a crazy roster deadline right now.
Yeah. My theory has been, one, I think it's clear that if you're not vaccinated, you're a bubble player, you're probably not going to make it through. Now, I also want to point out that everyone's acting like all these cuts are happening randomly this year. Let's remember that teams are trying to go from 85 to 53 right now, which
True.
means that quite literally about a third of your team is gone. Let's remember that 30 players per team get cut. So there's a ton of people that have to get cut, blah, blah, blah. But I think there's 2 things going on this season. One I've talked about for the past about 2 years, and that is that the salary cap is strained. Very, very strained.
Yes.
Salary cap in 2019 was $188 million. Salary cap last year due to COVID and just everything that happened, it dropped down to $183, and then this year it's back up to $188. But that is not the steady increase that the NFL is used to seeing. Normally the cap steadily increases every year.
No, essentially it's been flat since 2019.
But we have the same salary cap that we did in 2019, yet players are getting look at the contracts that we've seen in the past 2 years. Like, they're just dramatically different. So there's 2 things going on. One, there's the vaccination thing, which I think absolutely players are getting cut for, and I think absolutely it's justified. If the NFL doesn't want you cutting players due to vaccination things, if the NFLPA is going to do anything, you shouldn't have made the fucking rule that made it easy to cut players that aren't getting vaccinated. You made the fucking rule that said, if you don't get vaccinated, there's going to be repercussions. And the team's like, okay, then we're going to cut players who aren't vaccinated. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's like, well, you gave us the fucking rules. You literally laid it out in front of us. That's the only way to go around this.
That's true. I didn't even, that is basically, it's like.
They made the rules and then said they couldn't cut them for that. And they're like, well, then you're just pinning us in a hole. So, yes, absolutely, there's going to be players cut due to not being vaccinated. Like, are the superstars? No. But are the borderline guys going to get cut if they're not vaccinated? Absolutely. And then on top of it, I think there's something going on where not only is the salary cap strained, but the owner's money is strained right now. I mean, think of how much money every single owner lost last year just in football alone. Jerry Jones, through the first 8 weeks, lost like $85 million, which I get is not a lot to Jerry Jones, but it's still $85 million coming out of your football budget, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there's other owners who $85 million is going to make a dent in their, like, I get it, owners are owners, but it's still a lot of money. So I think you have the salary cap plus if a player's not playing up to their contract standards, because you've seen some big players get cut, players that get paid a decent amount of money.
True.
If those players aren't at par with their contract, I think it's easier to cut that player and get a guy just downgraded a little bit for half the money rather than keep that guy and put a strain on that contract. I think if you're not playing up to the exact level that your contract says, you're a vet, you're basically gone. And I understand why. It makes a lot of sense. Money's tight right now, and if you're not playing up to your exact standard of contract, it's worth taking a little bit of a downgrade for half the money.
The other thing I just saw this with the Eagles at least. Jordan Howard and Travis Fulgham are on the practice squad.
Oh, okay.
They immediately signed them to the practice squad. So I think a lot of teams are thinking, this is probably going to be another COVID type season.
Sign as many big names to the practice squad.
Keep those guys around
for when
we're gonna need them.
We're going to, yeah. I was surprised that they cut those two in the first place. But anyways, notable cuts this offseason so far. I'd like to hear those because I don't even think I'm up to date with everything that's been going on.
Obviously, Cam Newton.
Yeah, the big one, Cam Newton.
We don't need to get more into him. Wow. All right, test off the bat.
Yep.
Ifeade Odeningbo.
I think that was right.
Sounded right.
Yeah. The D-line / edge rusher.
Yeah, he was on the Giants.
Giants.
Was on Minnesota last year. You should know this guy.
Yeah, no. He just...
He was a 7th-round pick in 2017.
I don't think he even played for us.
10.5 sacks from 2019 to 2020 for the Vikings.
Okay, so he did play for us a decent amount, I guess.
Just apparently a versatile rusher and get a lot of pressure.
I think he came in for Daniil when Daniil was gone. I'm pretty sure that's Daniil's guy.
So the weird thing with the Giants was they signed him in free agency, and then instead of playing from the edge, with the hand in the dirt, he was moved to a stand-up outside linebacker. So probably team signs him, puts him back where he actually plays.
Yeah, no kidding.
Could get a valuable player there.
Who else?
Dez Fitzpatrick, wide receiver from the Titans.
Isn't that the guy that they traded up for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the guy that they traded up for in round 4 and then cut him. I wonder if he's going to be on their practice squad too. Interesting.
But he's a freak.
6'2", 208.
Just big body, quick, out of Louisville. Solid, man. He's a good player. 4.49. Jagged routes. North-south run.
Okay, we get it. Just go through the fucking names.
Tyron Johnson, wide receiver, undrafted free agent in 2019, dropped by the Chargers. Herbert liked him last year.
Damn.
So he was he had averaged 18.3 yards per reception. That was on 33 receptions. So he's hey.
Oh, okay.
Good last year.
Stephanie said that the guy who got cut from Titans is on the practice squad now.
Is.
So it seems like what everyone's doing is cutting and keeping everyone.
Jacob Hollister.
Oh, he's actually. I thought he was decent.
out of the Bills. Undrafted free agent as well in 2017. Had 66 catches, 550 yards, 6 tutties over the past 2 seasons in Seattle. Was picked up by the Buffalo Bills. He was a teammate of Josh Allen in Wyoming. But now he gone.
Oh. He was actually pretty good for Seattle.
Yeah, he was. And he had a good preseason.
Damn.
Daz Newsome.
Daz.
6th round pick this year for the Bears. Out of North Carolina. Had 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns as a junior.
Damn.
Very productive, but could not get his spot in Chicago. I like that there's a lot of wide receivers out here. Because I know.
You just want to add to your wide receiver pool?
Well, I'd like to remove a few first. JJ Arthega.
I think you guys just need to take the season off.
I wish we could. Cornerback Jimmy Moreland out of the WFT was a round 7 in 2019. He's played 1,100 snaps over the past 2 seasons. Came out of James Madison. I don't know where he was. I guess he was on the Washington football team for his career. Super aggressive slot corner.
Gotcha.
I want him.
I don't.
Got an offensive tackle, Tyrell Crosby.
That's who I fucking want.
Out of the Lions. Round 5 pick in 2018.
Give me all the offensive linemen. Y'all should sign Tebow as a wide receiver. You really should. He'd fit right in with you guys.
Down.
He'd fit right in.
I'm down. You could already get a Tebow Eagles jersey, but now you can get another one.
True.
That'd be pretty cool. I wonder if that'd be the first player to ever be on a team at 2 different positions. The same team.
Nope.
No?
Joe Webb.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota Vikings.
At 2 different times?
Yep.
Wow.
Going from quarterback to wide receiver to punt returner.
Wow. Well, there you go.
And he was fucking terrible. Do you realize that we made a playoff game with Christian Ponder as our starting quarterback, who then got hurt, so we had to start Joe Webb in a wild card game against the Green Bay Packers the year that they went to the Super Bowl? Christian Ponder into Joe Webb
I don't know how you got
for a
there.
playoff game. I don't. The name's Adrian Peterson is how we got there.
Fair.
That's how we got there. That was his season coming off an ACL injury where he almost broke a fucking rushing record. And he missed it by 8 yards, and I was so upset. Because fucking Leslie Frazier. No. Yes. Yeah. Leslie Frazier pulled him out.
Dang.
8 yards away, Leslie Frazier pulled him out with 4 minutes to go because he didn't want him getting hurt for the playoffs. I was like, bro, just let him get one more first down.
That's so wild.
Just one more rush. You know he's going to get. He's averaging like 33 yards a carry this season. Just let him one more. Keyshawn Johnson got cut?
Yeah.
Ooh.
2019 6th round pick.
Out of... Where'd he come from? Georgia?
Couldn't tell you.
Really?
Does not say here.
Interesting.
So he kind of got pushed down their depth chart when they got D-Hop over at Arizona.
That'll happen when you get D-Hop.
Only got 19% of snaps, 15 catches, 173 yards. Had a decent preseason. They just have a
Speaking of Cardinals, it was kind of surprising. So I had my 12-man half-point PPR draft last night for fantasy football. You know who went like one of the last picks, and I couldn't believe it? AJ Green. I thought for sure he'd be. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be like a 10th round pick or anything, but there's 20 rounds, and the man got taken in like the 20th round.
Yeah.
I thought like maybe like a 15th or like a 14th round for AJ Green, just to test him out.
I mean, I wouldn't touch him with a stick, but.
I mean, I wouldn't either, but as a 20th round, I sure fucking will give him a chance.
Yeah.
I was just really surprised to see him drop that far. Like, they're number 2.
That
Should be
is
number
true.
should
He
be
is their
number 2
Should be
with
number
Kyler, and he's got DeAndre, and then DeAndre's kind of hurt right now too. Like, damn, I was kind of surprised.
Well, they also got Rondell Moore, and that's gonna.
And then Christian Kirk, and yeah.
They're gonna. But yeah, I agree. I think he could. If he was.
It was a surprise. I mean, I know he's kind of washed up now, but it was surprising to see.
They got this dude, Javion Hawkins, undrafted free agent for the Titans, picked up this year. He's just one of those little quick guys. He's 5'8", 183.
Oh, one of Darren Sproles looking guy.
And he is just a.
By the way, I didn't realize that Darren Sproles was like 200 plus pounds. I always thought he was like a little guy, but he's not a little guy. He's like a big little guy. He's like a little Clyde running around there. I mean, I think Clyde's like 220.
Scott.
Yeah, true.
That's cool. We have the revival. Yeah, he could be good. He has was really quick, great vision, blazing speed. He went to Louisville. He had he's like the premier running back there. 264 carries, 1,500 yards. He was the kind of guy that could have totally gone in the draft and just ended up slipping.
Interesting.
Ended up already being on 2 teams during the preseason, Falcons and Titans. So I think he'll have a chance somewhere. I like the sound of this guy. Duke Williams, undrafted free agent in 2016, released by the Bills. I don't know, man. I actually thought there'd be some more.
I thought there'd be some bigger names, honestly. Wait, what was the last one? Is that Elijah? That's Evander's kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Evander Holyfield's kid. Elijah Holyfield.
He was an Eagle. Apparently extreme low-level positional athleticism, according to CBS.
Wow. That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude.
That's quite rude.
It's kind of rude. By the way, I saw, so you know how CBS also sells picks and tries to do their capper thing?
Do they actually?
Yeah, I saw one of their reasonings for taking a bet the other day, and it was Minnesota Twins versus Detroit Tigers. And the reasoning, like, he did a write-up. He did a sentence, like a small paragraph write-up. The reasoning he took the Detroit Tigers over the Minnesota Twins was that the Minnesota Twins just played 2 games at home, have 1 game in Detroit, and are coming back home. And, quote, they don't want to play this game.
It's a bold claim. You don't know that guy. You don't know these guys.
There was another one, too, where it was like there was 5 miles an hour wind, and when teams have when this team has 5 miles an hour to the right, they have 2 more winds than when the 5 miles an hour is to the left. I can't believe that people could actually, like, do people actually see that and are like, oh, that's a really good point. Oh, they don't, as professional athletes, want to play this game. Oh, that's right.
Because the guy from CBS
told me
they don't want to.
That's so. 1,000 units. Send it.
We got a well play tonight.
We got a max well play. Put your bankroll on it.
Uninspired. So, that was that one.
There's this new guy on gambling Twitter who's apparently not new and came back from before, and he does football, even though apparently he does baseball too. Every single play he says take out a loan, blah, 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 blah. It's guaranteed lock, blah, 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 blah. And, like, he's hitting okay, but, like, he's losing so many. Yesterday, Jacksonville State plus 16. He said take their money line at plus 700. They lost 31-0. He said absolute 100% guaranteed cocklock. They lost 31-0. How do these people have followers on Twitter? How do you... who the... I just don't... I just don't get it. It's whatever, though. What else we got today? Any other new and exciting news today?
A little bit here about the anti-doping system in boxing.
Ooh.
And that's a big problem.
Ooh.
So Oscar Valdez,
Yes.
getting ready to box.
Getting ready to
As
throw
he does.
hands.
As a boxer. And he had a positive drug test come up
Oh, Oscar.
for
Oscar.
what was it? It was phentermine, which sounds a lot like phenamine, but it's
Yeah.
phentermine.
Okay.
So the big thing that is being highlighted here is there's a huge discrepancy in between the way like UFC and boxing handles
Yes.
certain drugs. Phentermine as a drug, phentermine, sorry, as a drug.
Phentermine.
It really does, sounds just like I'm trying to say phentermine. Is banned in competition by the World Anti-Doping Agency. And in competition means from 11:59 p.m. the day before a bout through the completion of testing after the bout.
Okay.
So
Just don't
the
take
day
it.
of
Yeah,
the
just
match.
don't take it the day of.
Can't be in your system the day of the match. But the problem is, even with, so that's the way UFC does it, using that standard.
Yeah.
Problem is, boxing doesn't even use that, and they have no standards. They're all over the place. Actually, what you were saying about Jake Paul is interesting, about how his chin looked.
They didn't test for that fight.
Yeah.
There was no test for that fight.
A lot of people around. You're not the only one thinking that.
Dude, it was so obvious.
Yeah.
His chin is 3 inches longer than what it should be. Like, it's just... and Tyron Woodley even called it out, too. Dude, it's clearly steroids. Like, if you thought that Jake Paul wasn't juicing, you're an idiot. And I don't even blame him for juicing. Like, dude, you're in a non-professional fight, and I guarantee Tyron was probably doing the same thing. Like, dude, you could see it in his chin. His chin was 10 times the size it should have been. Roids.
So, just for comparison for this. First, UFC does their drug testing in a very, very structured, strategic way.
Yes.
You are subject to a drug test on any given day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Okay.
At any point, if you are a UFC fighter, you can be drug tested for performance-enhancing drugs. This is actually interesting because Jeff Nowitzki, who's the UFC senior vice president, was the lead investigator during the Balco case, where the baseball, football players, track stars, boxers were all caught in this PED scandal in like 2000.
Okay.
With like the Sydney Olympics and all that
Okay.
stuff. So this is a thing that he knows how to deal with. Now, on the other hand, boxing, there's nothing consistent whatsoever.
No, because they're all on roids.
All over the place. So the WBC has a program called the Clean Boxer Program, but a lot of fighters who are in it said they have never been tested one time. Some boxers sign up for the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency, which is great for them, but I feel like the boxers who are doping probably don't sign up for the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency.
Why wouldn't you just... Shit, sorry, dude. If my job is to beat the fuck out of someone and no one's testing me for roids, I'm probably going to take roids. Like, let's be honest here.
So, like, Nonito Donaire,
Oh.
as the bantamweight champion, he's in VADA, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency, and any members of that do get the same kind of 24/7, 365 testing UFC fighters. But anyone who isn't voluntarily in the voluntary program can just do whatever they want. But then here's the problem. VADA also tests for way more stuff. 70 substances that wouldn't come up in the the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency, any of those people, or like the UFC, there's 70 things that would be banned in competition, and the USADA does not ban at all. So they kind of made up their own thing. So then if you're a boxer, you either don't get any test, or you sign up for the voluntary test, which is more rigorous than anyone else's tests.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, so that's what happened here.
Okay.
Our guy was tested by VADA voluntarily and was found using phentermine, which are banned only in competition, so only the day of. In everything else, but in boxing, it's banned entirely.
Okay.
Despite all research saying that a lot of these substances out of the 70 that are normally in every other situation banned in competition, voluntary guy, anyone who volunteers, they're banned all the time. So this guy has them in the system, can't box. Because of a voluntary system he signed up for that tests for drugs that no one else even gets tested for, or except for the day of a competition.
But also, how dumb do you have to be to get test positive for something that you voluntarily get tested for? That seems pretty fucking stupid.
I don't know.
Like, hey, I'm going to sign up for this rehab program where I don't smoke weed. Voluntarily. I don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it to prove that I don't smoke weed. But on the back end, I'm going to smoke weed. Like, dude, just don't volunteer to be in the fucking thing, and you're fine. So wait, if he tests positive for it, can be like, I actually choose to leave this voluntary program, so you guys actually don't have anything to say about it?
Well, this is exactly what happens. Basically, between fights, boxers will use steroids.
Yeah.
Then figure out how long it takes to cycle out of the body.
Yep.
Then sign up for VADA.
Yep.
Then test negative.
Yep.
And say, see, I'm not on steroids. Meanwhile, UFC fighters, so like John Jones, for example.
Yeah, that was, and trust me, this whole John Jones thing was an eruption in the UFC. There's still a lot of people who fucking despise that man because of what happened. That was a bad, bad thing, and Dana White fucking hates steroids. UFC fighters hate steroids.
Yeah. His last fight was February 8th, 2020. He's been tested 26 times since then and has not fought since then.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just crazy how...
Because he's tested positive.
Yes, absolutely. But like it's still such a huge discrepancy in how things are handled.
That's so crazy. I don't understand how you can be in a fighting sport and not test year-round for steroids.
Yeah, I don't know how you could...
Now, if it's... It has became a culture in the UFC where roids are not allowed. Like, it's a culture thing. Dana White has said absolutely no fucking steroids at all. You will not be taking steroids in this league, or you will be done with this league. Like, he made it a point. Boxing never made that point. I'm pretty sure boxing's okay with steroids. Like, they do what they do. They take steroids in between, then they come back. And I think that's just the culture of boxing. But, like, dude, you can't have people who are on roids going against people who are not on roids. There's a reason they call them performance-enhancing drugs. So either everyone does it and you test nobody for it, or you just crack down and don't let anyone do it. And we're going to see a lot different fights in boxing.
Oh, yeah. I just don't see it. It's like there's already a thing that exists that'll handle everything. It's called the World Anti-Doping Agency.
Yeah.
Don't make up your weird voluntary one.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't work.
That just sounds like boxing's way to get out of...
To allow it?
Yeah, to allow it. That's literally what it sounds like.
Boxing gets more...
Yeah. I mean, it probably makes better fights. It makes it a better sport. You have a stronger chin. You have a stronger everything. People got better knockout power. Like, yeah, I'm sure boxing loves steroids. The sport of boxing loves it.
Yeah, probably.
For the sport. Like, dude, you can't have people on roids going against people without roids.
That's true.
Like, you ever heard the old baseball guys talk about it? Like, the steroid area in the MLB? They're like, you don't understand. If you weren't taking steroids, you weren't going to be on a team. Like, it was just
Yeah.
everyone was on it, and if you weren't, you were not. It would be dramatically different.
We just got some breaking news here.
The Colts are starting everyone, by the way.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jason texted me.
The Colts have activated
Carson
Ryan Kelly,
and Zach Pascal,
all off the COVID-19 list.
all off the
That
list.
was cool.
They're all ready to go.
Just like,
I know. I was like, because I was having a feeling that you were gonna say something. They're back. They're ready to go. And Quentin Nelson is healthy. Yes.
Q's back. Q was healthy. He just never got COVID.
Okay.
Unfortunately, T.Y. Hilton is on the IR, as is Sam Ellinger, who never got that magical start.
But it sounds like Ty actually might not be gone for too long.
Hopefully
They're saying
not.
3 weeks. They're saying the neck surgery wasn't as severe as what they thought it was going to be. It's not too bad. So, hey, they could have their whole team here pretty soon.
Eric,
But
where's my mouse?
that is a great question.
Oh, it's up there. It's back.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Cool.
Anything else before we kick it to a break for
I
bets?
think we could let's chop it up. What are you excited for today?
I'm excited that
Just
the
in life in general. Sports,
WNBA has 4 games tonight because
That's
apparently we
always
just
fun.
play every other night in WNBA now. I'm excited for the U.S. Open tennis matches today because a lot of them got delayed last night, but we fucking killed them anyways. What else am I excited for? I'm excited that football is officially only a week away,
Yeah.
and I got real excited for football after last night's fantasy draft. Last night was my main. You know how everyone has like
The
fantasy
league,
leagues,
yes.
but they have their main league. That was my league last night. Felt pretty good. Got Eckler at 9. Got Stephon Diggs. That's why I'm repping him today on the way back. I don't know. I'm very excited now. I'm very, 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 very pumped up. Football cannot come soon enough. And betting on football cannot come soon enough, honestly. What else? Is there anything else I'm excited for today? I don't think so. I really don't think so. It's a small MLB slate today, but we got WNBA.
That's alright.
It's just, I'm just ready. Just after yesterday, especially, I'm just fucking ready. You know what's really sad for anyone in VIP yesterday? That underdog parlay at plus 415. I had 1 unit written on it. Mm-hmm. Like going through all of VIP, and I'm counting the units, and I'm just kind of crunching numbers and stuff. And I'm like, it's a smarter idea if we go 0.5 units on that. I changed it to 0.5 units. What a dummy. A dummy decision. Mad at myself. But, we live
It's
on.
alright, man.
I'm excited that we're only 7 subscribers away from 100.
Woo!
That's pretty sick.
That's exciting.
We're going to have to pop a little champagne on whenever we hit 100.
We could get 7 in the next 2 days. We could have one hell of a Fellas Friday, am I right?
I mean, you mean in the next 24 hours, 23 hours?
It is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, math checks out.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
But that's only one every
That would be a lot. We would have to be
4
cooking.
hours.
We would have to be cooking.
3 hours.
We would have to be cooking. Anyways, it's probably about time to kick it to a break for bets.
Yeah, dude. If one person subscribes every 3 hours for the next
23 hours.
21, dude, we'll be ahead of schedule.
Oh, okay.
Because then that'll give us time to go buy the champagne at 8 in the morning.
True. Very, very true. Very true.
Champagne.
Also, we have a surprise for you when the bets come.
We do.
We're
yeah, we do.
we're testing some things out here on the show. All right. So yesterday, I don't know what happened to me last night, but for like a 3-hour span, I was just real tired of fixing things in the studio and everything. So if you look at the bottom left there's a piece of tape that's marked, so the desk is always at the exact same spot every show. If you look at our carpet in the back over there, there's pieces of tape, so I have the carpet lined so it's all completely even. This is now, by the way, if you ever think that this banner is not perfectly flat, perfectly level, you're fucking wrong. I measured it from the floor. I put a level on it. It is completely level, and I don't understand why the right side looks like it's dropped about that much, because it's fucking not. It is perfectly level. I measured everything. We're measured here. We're measured there. Everything is perfectly like this. And it bothers me.
It's the camera.
It's got to be the camera, right?
You can see, because you can see the...
We're off-centered, right? Yeah.
You can see the front of the desk on your side, but not on my side.
Yep. All right, one more thing to fix. One more thing to fix, but we'll get there.
We're getting there.
But we are introducing something else.
These are the kind of things you have to consider when you want to get to the big 100 on YouTube.
Yeah. There's some things coming. We need to get it. We need to get a Zito.
We do need a Zito.
We need a Zito so Sean doesn't have to flip the cameras and stuff.
Cuban Z. What is that?
But anyways,
It's a little bowl.
we're going to kick it to a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes for all the bets today. We got 8 MLB games. We got 4 WNBA games. I know what that is, actually.
Oh, sweet.
It is kind of important.
I helped.
Thank you. All right,
Both
kick
on
to a
the
break.
floor.
We'll be back in 5 minutes for the bets.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Fellas,
Fellas.
how are we doing on this fine afternoon/morning, I meant to say. Oh, it feels good to be back for bets, especially after yesterday. Whoo, hoo, hoo.
Big day.
Hand just, had to cool down a little bit. Had to put some water on her last night. The hand was getting just a little too hot. Just a little too hot for comfortable, When the Indians game went to extra innings and they got 5, that's where I just kind of it's one of those where you just shut the laptop kind of thing and you say it's a good night. It's a good night. It's one of those. But the laptop is back open today because it's a brand new day of bets, and we're going to do exactly what we did yesterday. So here we go. First game of the day is at 105. However, we don't really know what's going to happen with this game because it's supposed to be Philly at Nationals. It's supposed to be at 105, but due to yesterday's storms and everything, looks like we don't even have pitchers. Everything's kind of a little odd right now for this game. So it doesn't look like we have much to say about this one. I know Espino was supposed to go against Aaron Nola yesterday, so that may be what we see today. But as of right now, we do not have any information on this game, correct? I'm not wrong about that.
On DraftKings and BetUS, I'm seeing Aaron Nola for the Phillies as well.
Okay. And Espino for...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, on both. So, assuming the game happens, it'll probably be Aaron Nola and Espino.
Okay. I do like the over in that. I liked the over yesterday. Are we still getting 8.5?
8.5. Looks like 8.5 around the board.
All right. I'm gonna write that down just because that was one of my bets coming into yesterday, and I don't think today makes it any different really. So let's go Nats and Phillies over 8.5. I don't have the stats up in front of me because they're not official starters yet. However, we went through them yesterday. Yeah. Liked what they were at. Aaron Nola tends to struggle, especially on the road. Paulo Espino isn't anything immaculate, and with the way that these games have been going, I think that over is a pretty solid play. Also, look at Nats team total over, especially if it's sitting at 3.5 with a decent amount of juice. I wonder what I'm getting Nats team total over at, actually. I wonder if I have the game up, actually.
I wonder.
That'll be interesting. Hold up.
Wait.
All right. Anyways, we'll go. Nope. Now it's working.
Oh.
Now it's not. Yes, we have over 8.5. Wait, did you have plus 100 on your over 8.5?
Yes, on DraftKings, plus 1.5 or plus 100 on.
Wow.
BetUS, a little worth odds.
Yeah, I have minus 113 over here.
Yeah, I'm seeing minus 115 on BetUS. So this is a DraftKings kind of deal if you have it.
Nationals are getting 3.5 at minus 104. That is also a solid bet. I think I'd rather have the over for the total game. However, Nationals bats have been decent. 6-4, 4-3, 2, 5-3, 5-3, 4, 6. That is a lot of games over 3.5.
Sure is.
But anyways, let's move on to the next one. Looks like we've got a couple early games today. 105, and then at 110 we have Frankie Montas and the Oakland A's on the road getting minus 196, going against Matt Manning and the Detroit Tigers at home getting plus 179. Frankie Montas 10-9, 3.66 ERA with a 1.19 WHIP, 5.2 average innings pitched. 295 on base percentage. Last 2 games, he's been absolutely incredible. Lights out. 7 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned runs in both of them. Very little walks. Before that, his earned run log was 3.130, 3.212. So pretty solid pitcher. Doesn't let up a ton. The one time I did bet on Frankie Montas, he let up 7 runs to the Texas Rangers, which was about 2 months ago now. I'm still mad about it. But he's going against Matt Manning and Detroit Tigers, who is 3-5, 5.46 ERA with a 1.52 WHIP, 5.0 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 345. He's been solid in his past couple games, going 4.2 in 6 innings with 2 and 1 earned runs. However, before that, his earned run log was 3.624, So definitely sporadic, can get himself into trouble. This series has been tough so far. I know Oakland A's won the first one 93, but they lost yesterday 6-8 on a game that we should have bet the over on. We knew it was coming. James Caprielin and Willie Peralta. I don't know why we didn't. We knew that shit was coming. Not really sure what to do with this game. Tigers are not very good. They've only won 4 of their last 10 and only 1 in their last 6, and that was yesterday. But Oakland A's have only won 3 of their last 10, and that all came in the past 4 games. Before that, they were on a 7 or 8 game losing streak, so I'm not exactly sure what we should do with this one. I think Frankie Montas is a much better pitcher than Matt Manning, so I do like the Oakland A's. Let me check the percentages real quick. Looks like Oakland is getting 91% on the money line and 99% on the spread, so we will be staying away from Oakland today. That does not seem worth it, especially for a team like Oakland. If that was a different team going against Detroit, I might still lay it, but not today. Moving on. So 105, 110, and then we got a 345 game. It's Milwaukee at San Francisco with Eric Lauer on the mound at plus 164 from Milwaukee. Going against Logan Webb of the San Francisco Giants at minus 180. Boy, great call by us yesterday when the Brewers at plus 155 underdogs yesterday.
Cool. We're just the bomb diggity.
I honestly think so. Eric Lauer, 4-5, 3.39 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 298, earned run log 2.31010110. So,
whoa,
pretty damn solid. Normally only goes 4 or 5 innings. He's not a big lengthy pitcher, but those innings that he does have, he is pretty damn good. Only 2 dingers in his past 10 games. Walks are a little bit up. Strikeouts are pretty consistent. Just a very good pitcher. A very, very solid pitcher. Not going to give up a ton of runs. Logan Webb, 8-3 for the San Francisco Giants, 2.65 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP. I've said it multiple times. On base percentage of 290. I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again. Logan Webb is the San Francisco Giants ace. It's not Gausman. It's not anyone else. It's Logan Webb. He is incredible. His earned run log, and this is all 6 and 7 innings. 0-1-2, 0-1-2, 1-2, 1-0. Just a solid fucking pitcher. Gives up a dinger probably every other-ish game. Gives up about a walk a game, and his strikeouts are pretty high. Actually been very high as of relatively late. 9.88, 7.6. Just a damn good pitcher. I don't really have a line. I don't think I have a bet for this one. The over-under is at 7.5. I think it's going to end up at about 6 or 7. But I could see it hitting 8, so I don't really necessarily like the under-over. I can't do anything with this one. I don't trust the Giants at minus 180. The Brewers at plus 160 is great value, but at the same time it's Logan Webb, and right. I know how he is. He's a very, very, very good pitcher. I wonder what Logan Webb's strikeouts are, because he's been pretty solid.
Here's what I'm thinking here.
What do you got?
I'm thinking the first 5 run line for the Giants.
Okay.
It's -1. And it's a pretty decent odds. Where'd you go? I was just looking at you. Need a Harper dinger. -1 is at plus 105.
For first 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Logan Webb should not let up.
Yeah, he shouldn't be letting up anything, if not.
He should probably let up 1 or 2, but it won't come until probably the 6th inning, 5th, or hopefully the 6th inning. I'm going to check out Logan Webb's strikeouts today because, one, the Milwaukee Brewers.
5.5 right now.
It's over 5.5.
Yeah.
I would honestly take that. His past 5, 6. So he has in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. He has not gone below 6 innings. In 2 of those games, he's gone 7 innings. In his last 6 games, or 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In his last 7 games, these are his strikeouts. 5, 3, 9, 8, 8, 7, 6. He's going against the 22nd most struck out team in the Milwaukee Brewers. And it's over 5.5, you said?
Yep.
I'm going to write that one down. Logan Webb. I think this man doesn't get enough credit for what he's doing with the baseball, because he truly is a hell of an ace. and he has been for most of the season. He's gotten better and better, it feels like. I just think over 5.5 Ks. We hit Scherzer's yesterday, which was beautiful because everyone thought he got pulled for some reason, and I don't know why. Game props. Oh, no? You're not going to give it to me, huh? Let's try this again. Let's see. Strikeouts thrown by the player, including innings. Logan Webb over 5.5 minus 103. I like that. Eric Lauer is over 4.5 at plus money. I just want to check that real quick. That's also not a bad bet, but the Giants are a very strict strikeout team, so probably not with that one. Actually, no, they're not. I lied. I completely lied. I just lied right now. They are not a very strict. Both these teams average 9.26 strikeouts a game, so I feel pretty confident in Logan Webb getting over 5.5 today. I like that one. Moving on. I think that's a good take from that game. I don't think there's a lot of great bets in that game, just looking at it. I do like that run line -1 at plus odds. I think that's pretty decent. But next on the slate, now we get into the night games. We got the Miami Marlins on the road going against the New York Mets at home with Carlos Carrasco. Do you have a pitcher listed for Miami Marlins? Because I do not. I don't have a line or anything right now.
Yeah, this game is not even on Bet
Nope,
US
I don't have it either.
And then,
all right.
Let's just see. I'm seeing Zach Thompson on DraftKings.
Really?
Yeah.
But no line?
Full line.
Full line? Oh, okay. What do we got?
Like Marlins are getting plus 195. Mets getting minus 240. Over-unders at 7.
What's Marlins team total over? Please tell me it's 2.5. It's got to be. They're going against Carlos Carrasco today, who is not good. 6.94 ERA, on-base percentage of 300. I understand it's Miami Marlins. They can't hit the ball that well.
2.5 at minus 120.
I'm taking that at least. I really, really like that. I think Carlos Carrasco is not good. He's a 6.94 ERA. He's 0-2, 1.29 WHIP. Ever since they started, his earned run game log 2.36.421. He did have a good outing last game. I will say that he went 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. But he let up a dinger. He's pretty much let up a dinger every game. He just doesn't seem like the guy you necessarily want out there at all times. His control is getting better, but 2.5 for the Miami Marlins, who I understand can't hit the ball a whole lot all the time.
Neither can the Mets.
I know.
That's the thing.
And Zach Thompson's decent. I'm going to say Miami Marlins over team total over 2.5. I do not believe in Carlos Carrasco at all. I don't think he's great. I think he's one of the worst Mets pitchers that they actually have. And the Marlins got to be able to put up some runs.
I think they might be able to beat the Mets here.
I think they might be able to.
I think at plus 195 in this game.
You might be onto something.
I've been just looking here and like. Also, wait! Shout out to Stephanie.
Yeah, shout out to Stephanie. Thank you for the little Twitter plug there.
We
saw that during the break.
We got him.
We got him. We are now officially beaten. we got him. We now have more followers than that little douche fuck on Twitter. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate the little. I said this before. The Mets do not deserve to be minus 245 favorites. I'm taking the Marlins.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm taking the Marlins in an alt line parlay, probably at plus 3.5 or however fucking far I can get them. Nice. And then I'm gonna take Marlins team total over. I think they can
even
score.
Drive this under down too. It's that over is at 7 right now.
Yeah, and they shouldn't hit that.
You can bring it down to probably 5.
You could, yeah.
4.5.
Honestly, I'd jack it up to 10 and put the under down on it.
Yeah.
There's no one scoring runs, no one's scoring that many runs in this game. I'm guessing it's gonna be at most it's 4-3.
Now putting the money line down, dude.
You are?
195 hit will be magic.
Hey, I mean they almost beat him yesterday. It just kind of got a little unlucky there for him, but Mets had a little walk off at the end there.
3-2 in this series, last 5.
I feel like that's a tough matchup for the Mets because Marlins also have are just like the Mets.
Yeah.
Bad bats, good pitching. Like, it's tough to play a team that's just like yourself.
And those are like batting stats, pitching stats.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's just so can't hit but can pitch pretty well. Yeah, Miami Marlins over. Hey, Marlins today. Let's go Marlins.
Let's go.
Let's just see some shit happen in that game. That's what I want to see. Next game of the day, we got 8:05. We got Mitch Keller on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates at plus 123 on the road, going against Keegan Thompson and the Chicago Cubs at home, getting minus 133. Wow, what a matchup. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Chicago Cubs in Chicago. Mitch Keller? Yeah, Mitch Keller, 4-10, 6.75 ERA with a 1.81 whip, 4.1 average innings pitched. Going against Keegan Thompson, who's 3-3, 3.09 ERA with a 1.41 whip, 1.2 average innings pitched. But let's get into Mitch Keller with a 396 on-base percentage. His earned run log, 702, 444, 2052. Dingers actually aren't as many as I thought it would. Strikeouts are not much. Walks, sporadic. So definitely lets up some runs. Definitely a targetable pitcher here. He's going against Keegan Thompson, who, again, 3.09 ERA, 1.41 whip, with an on-base percentage of 324. Looks like his earned run log, 420103000. But remember, this is all across 1.22, 1, 2, 0.2, 3, 1, 4, 2 innings. And it looks like when they started giving him 4 and 2 innings, he started giving up obviously giving up more runs, but dramatically increased his amount of runs. Anytime he goes over 1 inning, he gets a little lit up. So over-under set at 8 on this one. Kind of surprising.
Yeah.
What's is Pittsburgh at 4.5 or 3.5?
The Berg is at 3.5 minus 125.
And the Chicago's at.
Cubbies getting 4.5 plus 110.
Damn. How the Cubbies' bats been? Not as bad as what they were, right? 3-3, 1-7, 13, 10, 5, 6, 1, 2. So they're starting to hit the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
More than they were, at least. They also have managed to pull out 5 wins in the past 10, while the Pirates have only pulled out 4 in their last 10. I don't think I can take a bet on this.
Taking the under.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, just looking at their matchups as of late.
Unfortunately, I really kind of want to bet on the Cubs here. They're getting whoa. I'm just looking at the percentages for this game. The Cubs are getting 58% of tickets, but 18% of money, which means Pirates are getting 42% of tickets and 82% of money. And the spread is getting 77% of tickets for the Pirates. I think I'm going to write down Cubs money line.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad bet.
I think I'm going to write down Cubs money line. I have a feeling that the Cubs win this game today.
Their last 5 matchups, granted, they were all in May, went 5-11, 7, 5, 8. So I'm feeling good about this under here.
Okay, Cubs have beaten them 5 out of the. Oh no, that's not true. Cubs have had their number this year though.
They've got 4 of them.
7 in the last 10.
Yeah.
They've played each other quite a few times. With the Cubs at home, remember the Cubs actually have a positive record at home. They are 33 and 32 at home. The Pirates are 20 and 47 on the road. I just feel like this is a good spot for the Cubs. I know that Keegan Thompson isn't going to pitch for long, which means that we're going to have to get into the Cubs bullpen, which is a scary place to be. But I do like the Cubs money line today.
Yeah.
Wow, that feels awkward to say.
Well, it is against the Pirates.
This is true.
Don't give them too much credit.
The next game I'm going to hammer because I love the line. I love everything about it. We have Eduardo Rodriguez of the Boston Red Sox going against Shane McClanahan of the Tampa Bay Rays. And before I even jump into stats, because I know what I want to do here, the over-under set at 7.5, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous when you have Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound. He is an okay pitcher. His earned run log 3.50, 2.06, 1.040. So he is sporadic. He does have the sauce sometimes. But, man, when he doesn't have the sauce, he gets himself in trouble. And if there is one team that I trust more than any, now has the number one offense in baseball, by the way. The Rays have officially taken the Astros at number one.
Wow.
As far as runs per 9. I am going to take the Tampa Bay Rays money line today. Actually, I'll probably take it -1 since it's just slightly juiced up. I'm taking Tampa Bay Rays -1, and I am taking the game total over in this game at 7.5. Mm-hmm. I understand Shane McClanahan's a good pitcher, and Eduardo Rodriguez got his stuff good sometimes. But, man, both these pitchers are definitely susceptible to some runs. Shane McClanahan's earned run log 2-1-2, 3-1, 3-1, 3-3-1. Those are all across 4 to 6 innings pretty much. Doesn't let up a lot of dingers. Good strikeout guy. Not a ton of walks. So I'm confident in the Rays to win this game, but I'm confident that there will be quite a few runs in this game. We got 14 miles an hour wind heading kind of like this towards the outfield.
Yeah.
83-degree day with 82% humidity. The balls are going to fly like a motherfucker. Man, I don't see how you don't take the over in this game.
I'm also liking here the Red Sox team total over 3.5 at +105.
+105. Oh,
for
okay.
a team that puts up 5 runs a game.
Now, I will say, the only kickback I'll have on that is that Xander, Munoz, Taylor, and Sawamura are all out because of COVID.
Oh, I forgot about
Remember, Xander tested positive for COVID, and I think it's starting to slightly spread a little bit. Because there's 7 people out of this game for the Boston Red Sox who have COVID.
That's all right. I had a backup. Tampa Bay Rays, race to 4, +110.
Ooh, that's solid.
And
that's a really good bet.
If you're feeling real cocky, you can get the race to 5 for the Rays at +150. But I'm not. For once, I'm not gonna be fooled.
You're not gonna do it?
I'm not gonna be fooled by the odds. I'm taking the race to 4 for the Rays.
That is a great bet. That is such a solid bet. With this whole Boston lineup, I'm not. Give me in half homer. The Reds. Let's go alt line parlay. The Red Sox Rays game. Give me an Ian half homer. So with this lineup, the over kind of scares me at 7.5 because I feel like Shane McClanahan could have a really good day against a lineup that's maybe not as solid as it should be.
Yeah.
But 7.5. So I'm torn between. I know Tampa Bay Rays -1. That is, I'm feeling that in my. Yep, I like that one. 66% of tickets, 55% of money on the Rays today. They're -1.5 is getting 70% of tickets and only 28% of money. I love the Rays today. I love them. I liked them a lot yesterday, but it was Chris Sale, and I knew that was going to be a bit of a problem. I knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. Tampa Bay Rays -1, and I almost want to do Tampa Bay Rays team total over as well to hit 5. You're going against Eduardo Rodriguez. You have the better lineup. You have everything you're in your own ballpark. And I don't know if Boston can get 3 runs today. Shane McClanahan's got some juice on him. He's feeling good. I'm gonna write Tampa Bay Rays team total over. And I'm going to also write down game total over for an alt line. See if I can buy it down to like 5.5, maybe 5. 5 would be beautiful. I could buy it down to 5. Because I truly think the Rays could get it by themselves. There you go.
Went real straight.
No, I think this is an attackable game. I think this is my favorite play of the day. Tampa Bay Rays -1. Just this game in general, I feel really good about. I feel like the Rays are going to kill them. And the Red Sox, I just,
COVID.
It happens.
COVID kills.
All right, let's move on to the next game. We only got 2 more tonight.
Wow.
It's a small day. Oh. So I hate why does covers do this? That's why Stephanie asked the Boston Red Sox game. Because look, they give me that one at 8:05, and then they're like 7, and then they just like, what are you doing here? This makes no sense. Yeah. Anyways, next game of the day. Tristan McKenzie of the Cleveland Indians on the road getting -110 going against Mike Minor and the Kansas City Chiefs. Whoa.
Oh, somebody's excited.
Someone's ready for football. The Kansas City Royals, the way worse team in Kansas City. Which, by the way, just one more round of applause for Cleveland Indians yesterday, coming back and beating the Kansas City Royals, who were not live yesterday. Good for you. Way to cash that 4-15 parlay. Anyways, Tristan McKenzie, 3-5, 4.83 ERA with a 1.15 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched. Let's get into it a little bit. I believe has been pretty dominant since the All-Star break, if I can remember correctly. On-base percentage 285. Let's see no, not so much. Earned run log 10236255015. Now, I understand that there's some big numbers in there, but he's also gotten 8 innings, 0 earned runs, 7 innings, 1 earned run, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 7 innings, 3 earned runs. He had 2 blowout games where he went 4 innings, gave up 6 and 5 earned runs. And other than that, this man has been a very good pitcher. Very solid pitcher. Mike Minor is 8-11, 5.3 ERA with a 1.27 WHIP. He has an on-base percentage of 308. His earned run log, 3.33442165. He's given up his dinger log, piss missile log, 2.022200111. I like the Cleveland Indians here.
Yeah, I think I might too.
I like the Cleveland Indians here. I want to see what percentages are at, too. Indians are getting 69% of tickets, nice, 82% of money. Their spread is getting, that's 50-50. Split down the middle. I think Indians money line. I got them today. I would love to hear Braxton's take on that. I would love for him to say that the Royals are live today, just so I can prove to him that he's not. Give me the Ian Happ homer. I have not looked at any pitcher versus batter today, and I probably should. Juan Soto could go a yard today. Bryce Harper could definitely go a yard today. No one against Frankie. No one against Eric Lauer. No. Ooh, Brandon Lowe against Eduardo Rodriguez. Brandon Lowe is our guy today. He's the one who's going to do it. Mark my words, Brandon Lowe. 12 at-bats, 4 hits, 3 dingers, 5 strikeouts, which doesn't... So this man just loads up against him. He just tries to hit the fuck out of that ball. He is looking for just an absolute monster bomb. And he is just constantly looking for it. I love it. Brandon Lowe. Heard it here first. Ian Happ. Ooh. Ian Happ. Definitely a good one, Stephanie. 8 at-bats against Mitch Keller. 5 hits, a double, and 2 dingers. Ian Happ definitely could go yard today. I like that one a lot. All right. Good. I'm glad I looked at that because I also like... I'm going to write down Ian Happ as well. I say we parlay Ian Happ and Brandon Lowe. I have no idea what it comes out to, but I'm going to check after this because I think that would be a good one. He's screaming it in his class right now. He'll be with us shortly. Sure he is. But no, Indians money line on that one. I actually... For only having 8 games on the slate today, I like way too much.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Way too much.
You're bettable. No
That
stupid
seems good.
doubleheaders.
No stupid doubleheaders. All these pitchers are susceptible to runs, or they're just really consistently good. Mm-hmm. I think this is a great slate today.
Great slate. I think there's money to be made.
I'm feeling quite good about this.
Last words.
Yeah, true. Atlanta Braves with Touki Toussaint. At minus, I know it's a great name.
I'm name my son Touki.
At minus 153, they're on the road going against the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies are back at home, baby, and they got Chichi Gonzalez on the mound at plus 141 today. Tiki is 3-2, 3.6 ERA with a 1.15 WHIP. He has a 301 on base percentage. His earned run log 0.1222711. However, the last game they only kept him in for an inning. So there is that.
Interesting.
Before that, he was going 5.655. Pretty solid pitcher. Just good stats. Hasn't let up dinger in the past 2 games. Before that, he was letting up 1 a game. Kind of seems like he's found his shit. I don't think you fuck with Tukey. But Tukey is also in Colorado today, where the baseballs do fly quite a bit. Colorado has Chichi Gonzalez on the mound with 3 and 6, 6.08 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 347. His earned run log 0.3473211648. None of these are really over 6 innings, so that's not a great earned run log. He gives up almost every single game. He gives up 1 dinger. Not many walks, not many strikeouts. So definitely a ground ball guy. Tries to get the ball in play. And if you do that against the Atlanta Braves, you're going to find yourself probably in trouble. But the Colorado Rockies are at home. And this is a force to be reckoned with at home. You do not fuck with Colorado Rockies at home. They are 43 and 22 this year at home. That's almost a 666 winning percentage. You just don't mess with them at home. I think I'm staying off this game. I have enough of everything. The under-over's at 12.5, which I would assume you take the under in. But again, it's a game in Colorado, which has weird shit happen, and I'm not sure. I would say Atlanta Braves to win.
I'm rocking with the under.
Are you? I kind of figured you were.
Tukey
is a damn good pitcher, dude.
I love these because they just give. I get it.
So many runs.
Colorado.
Yeah.
I get it. But they only average 10.5 runs per game in Colorado.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no reason for it to be there. And it could hit. Sure, any over can hit at any given point. But a 12.5, you're not going to trick me.
Yeah, no.
That's a big number.
That is a big number.
For 2 teams that put up 4.8 and 4.6 runs a game respectively, Coors Field is not the crazy big swinging park it was first half of the season. There was a point where there were over 11 runs per game there. We're not at that point anymore. 12.5 is just strange.
I'd agree with you. I would also lay the Colorado Rockies team total under today.
What's that at?
Probably way too high.
Yeah, true. They're probably all those teams are probably wild. Oh, dude. Okay, I have a plan, but I'll have to see if it actually makes sense. Yeah, Braves are 6.5. Rockies are 5.5.
I would take Rockies team total under if I had to today. But I'm not betting on this game because I don't like betting on Colorado Rockies at home, especially when the other team is a lot better than them.
Now, here's the thing. You know what that means? When you have an over-under at 12.5, it means those first 5s are going to be wildin'. Rockies over 2.5 first 5. Braves over 3.5 first 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Rockies put up 3 in the first 5 innings. Against Tukey?
I don't know. Are you like melting into your chair right now?
Yeah, it's mad comfy.
You are just melted.
Oh, I'm on the lowest thing.
Yeah, you're always down there.
I can't.
Sean's got like 5 inches on me, yet on the show I'm like a foot taller than him.
Yeah. I don't like being up here. Hold on, I'll go up for a second. But yeah, I think.
Jeez, relax.
Fine.
The fucking anchor, bro.
I don't think nowhere.
God. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
That's the straightest I've ever seen you sit in my life.
If you think the Rockies are
You
scoring,
still lean back, you goon.
If you think the Rockies are scoring 3.5 in the first 5 or 2.5,
You're wrong.
you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're going to wrong jail for being incorrect. And I'm going to write that down. Colorado, I like writing, because I always write TTO, and sometimes it's really nice to write TTU.
I don't think I've ever. I really like writing TTO because it's one line and then a line over the top with a circle. See how I do it? I do like bam,
Yeah,
bam.
that's cool. It looks like pi 0.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking about too. So that is it for the baseball today. But good news is there are 4 WNBA games tonight, and it's 15 minutes before noon. So we have lots of time to talk about this. Lots and lots of time to talk about this.
Oh, boy.
First WNBA game tonight, we have the dog shit Atlanta Dream playing against the semi-decent Dallas Wings. Dallas Wings are getting 6.5 tonight. Let's check out this game. Remember, we are coming off a 4-0 night on Tuesday from the WNBA. It felt good. You do. You look really tall, actually. You look really tall. I kind of want you to go back down now because I was like, I enjoyed being up for once. Satu Sabali is still out with a Achilles injury, and then Ashley Gray looks like Alicia Gray. Still, she seems like she's probable, so that's good. Looks like all the injuries for Atlanta Dream, they will all be out, except for Candice Dupree, which makes a little bit of a difference, but I don't think too much. I think the Dallas Wings smoke the Atlanta Dream here tonight. I know they played tough against the Las Vegas Aces, and they played decent against Chicago Sky, but I don't see either of those teams playing very well right now. They also took on Las Vegas at the end of that ginormous road trip, which even the coach, Bill Lambier, said, yeah, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough trip. So you could see that. I don't see them coming close to the Dallas Wings today. I know the Dallas Wings haven't necessarily played overly impressive themselves, but come on. It's the fucking Atlanta Dream we're talking about here. They are so bad. 6.5. I also want to see what the under-over is because
Looks like 152.
You have it at 152?
I'm looking the wrong one. 156.5.
I was going to say. I see 158.5
That's the
here.
Sparks Lynx game.
I was going to say, holy hell. I think the over hits here. Neither of these two teams play any defense. Any at all. Like, quite literally, the worst defense going against the 8th worst defense. Wings have a high-powered offense, a very, very good offense, a very young, strong offense. They've put up 75, 82, 81, 80, and then against Connecticut, who is the best defensive team in the league, they put up 59 since the break. And defensively, they've let up 76, 80, 83, 77, 76, so they're right in that range for this game. Atlanta Dream plays no defense as well, besides the Sparks, who have a terrible, terrible offense. They have basically given up over 85 every game. I think the over and the Wings both. Dream are also getting 80% of tickets. Wow. Can't believe that. Anyways, Wings tonight and the over in that game I think are pretty solid. We're going to have to look a little bit longer just to make sure some of the injuries are what they say they are because the fucking WNBA just... Really I also do not want to take this line at 158. I would much rather take it at that 156.5 on DraftKings, so that's also something to look out for. Second game, we have the Lynx versus the Sparks. Looks like the Lynx are only getting 6.5 against the Sparks, which is wow. There must be something going on that I'm missing because wow, that is not a big enough line for the LA Sparks. You have the Minnesota Lynx, who are the third-ranked defense, going against the Sparks' worst-ranked offense. Now the Sparks are good on defense with the second-best defense in the league. Minnesota has middle-of-the-pack, sixth-ranked offense. Looks like, that is why. This is going to come down to Sylvia Fowles because it looks like Dantas is out, Clarendon's out, and Davis is out, obviously, for the season for the Lynx. Christy Tolliver is still out. Olga Mike, I fucking hate. The Olga Mike sisters are questionable for every single fucking game, and no one can ever tell me if they're going to play or not. I would assume that she doesn't play considering she hasn't played the last 2 games. She's been out most of the season. I think she's still battling some kind of injury. When she came back, she didn't play overly impressive. I guess 9 points, 8 rebounds in your second game back with 18 minutes is pretty damn good.
Not bad.
But they have other injuries, I'm just waiting on the Sylvia Fowles because that is a huge player for the Minnesota Lynx who missed the last game. They still beat the Liberty by 8, but the Liberty are trash. I don't see the Sparks playing well today. I think the Lynx will hammer them. But again, we have to wait to see if Sylvia Fowles is going to be playing. And good luck finding this because no one knows if anyone's injured ever. I have to go on Twitters. I have to contact people. It's the worst thing ever. So this is strange. That's fucking FanDuel, DK, and BetMGM. You either get Brandon Lowe or Ian Happ, but not both. I've reached out to DK, though. Wait, you can't parlay them both? That's fucking stupid. If that's one indicator that what's going to happen today. I wonder if I can take it.
Oh, you think you're some kind of big deal? You get special permission?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Fair.
Let's go to. Let's see. Let's find out if I got in. Oh, cool. No player, no home run props in this game, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, awesome. I might have to wait for that one. Do I have any in this game? Oh, cool. Not on this game either. Nice. So apparently Barstool doesn't want to give any home run props today. One or the other isn't appearing on the home run player prop list for their respective team. Wow. Cool. I have neither, so that's awesome. I don't even have player props at all for those games, so I have to wait a couple more hours before I can take anything. But oh well. Sorry. Lynx -8 or Lynx -6.5. Wings -6.5. Wings over. What's the Wings team total over, I wonder? That'd be an interesting one.
Wait, Wings or Lynx?
Wings.
81.5.
Ooh.
Right when you were listening, I was looking at it. I'm like, that is at the most uncomfortable spot.
Yeah, that is an uncomfortable one. Anyways.
I like the first half here. The Dreams stink. They're like a -11 net rating.
Really?
First half and the
Wings first half?
Like plus just a little bit.
Just a
you
little
can
bit.
get a -3.5 for the first half at -110. I jotted that down.
Nice. I think I like that one, actually. That might be the safe play there. Third game of the day, we have the New York Liberty going against the Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm is getting an impressive 11.5, considering the shape that they've been in. They have not played well as of recent. They got kind of dusted by the Chicago Sky. But let's check it out. Seattle Storm getting 11.5. New York has been terrible. Looks like we don't have really any. Oh, we do have a new injury for Seattle Storm. She's decent. Her name is Jordan Canada. She gets some minutes in there. Looks like her minutes have been a little more restricted. She got a bunch the last game when Seattle was getting crunched by Chicago. That's why she's definitely a bench player. So definitely hurts a little bit to have not one of your bench players gone, but nothing too serious there. We got 3 questionables for the New York Liberty, which 2 of them are starters, so that's fucking awesome. Not sure what to do with all the injuries and stuff. Just going to stay away from this one because I'm sure no one's going to notify anyone until the game is basically starting who is playing and who's not. Because that's just what we do in the WNBA, I guess. Last game, also at 10 o'clock. Las Vegas Aces versus Chicago Sky, and this is an interesting matchup. Angel McCourty, we don't care. And then the other one, Derek Hamby. She is actually a pretty solid player. She missed the last game when they beat the Indiana Fever by 16. But if they're missing her this game, it could hurt a little bit. Nador is questionable tonight. She's missed the last 2 games. She's missed a lot of games this season. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is where the Las Vegas Aces turn things around. They finally get back at home after a 3-game away stand. They played very well against the Indiana Fever, more Las Vegas Aces picturesque type thing. Chicago Sky did absolutely rip apart Seattle Storm twice in a row, but then just lost to the Phoenix Mercury by 20. So explain that one to me. I don't think the Chicago Sky are that good right now. I really don't. I think Aces getting this small of a line is kind of crazy.
I agree. That's right. That's Aces -4.
Yeah, Aces
-4.
Yeah, Aces -4. And I hate that I'm on all the favorites right now too.
It's well I have these first half things up. Maybe see. Wow, the Sky are actually a better first half team than the Aces.
Yeah, the Aces have not been playing overly impressive lately. They really haven't. And that's why this game scares me a little bit. But I think you're back at home finally. They've talked about how the road trip was a tough one. Not to mention Chicago Sky are on their 5th game on the road tonight in a row at Atlanta, Seattle, Phoenix, and now Las Vegas. Plus, Las Vegas on a Wednesday night.
Worth noting, though, the Aces have the best net rating in the WNBA in a full game.
Really?
The Sky have the best first half. They're 6th in full game. But
So
in the
they're
first half, they have a 9-point advantage. You can get their first half +2.
Interesting.
Aces start slow, apparently.
Aces do start slow. That's why I like that full game 4.5 though.
The full game 4
that's like
is
foul.
nice.
That's like foul territory. That's easy to hit 4.5.
But then that first half Sky +2 is also something to consider.
All right.
If you're thinking
Wow,
Sky,
you're gonna
if
do
you're behind the Sky.
You
that's
should
the
take
way
a
to do it.
Chicago first half Aces full game bet at like plus 3,000.
Oh, Eric, I can't believe I didn't think of that first.
You actually have those bets?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you do.
Sky Aces 425.
Do it.
Yeah.
Might as well. If that hits, that would be pretty impressive. That is all for the WNBA, though. I am going to check over-unders because I wasn't really
That
looking.
Detroit, speaking of first half full game, that Detroit one, I took it yesterday. The Detroit, no, it was a score first and lose.
Oh, yeah? Detroit scored first.
They won.
But they won. They did win. They came back and won, too. That's so unfortunate.
Plus 500.
Damn. That was actually really close. That's actually really impressive.
Those are fun. Because sometimes it's just, I love those in football.
Do you?
In NFL games, I'll take the first half full game all the time. And then my other favorite bet in football is win by 7 and 12.
That's a good bet.
But they're so, because sometimes you can just see the way the game is going to go. And even if you're wrong, it is satisfying. I just feel like, they're going to come out like that. They're going to, yeah, that's a lock. And then sometimes it hits and you feel good. Sometimes it doesn't and you feel bad. That's life.
Yeah. I will say a 3-team parlay tonight in the WNBA of Wings money line, Lynx money line, and Aces money line is probably great fucking odds.
You want to see what it is?
It's -275, -300, -200, which I'm guessing is plus 160. All the money line, Lynx, Wings, Aces.
152.
It's not bad. It's not bad. But I feel pretty confident with the spreads in this one. I think this is a relatively easy night in the WNBA, actually.
It's plus 581.
Ooh. I think this is a relatively easy night for WNBA, which scares me because we went 4-0 on a night that we said was one of the toughest in WNBA. So.
Yeah, no, that's just a testament to us, dude. You can't be scared. We're the toughest in the WNBA.
We are the toughest. But let's figure out those home run props because Brandon Lowe and Ian Happ are definitely hitting dingers today. So let's let them sit on that. Let's figure out why the fuck we can't get those home run bets. Fellas, the slate looks damn good today.
I'm liking my sticky.
I like my sticky a lot. There is a lot on it, which scares the shit out of me on a day that we have 12 games between the WNBA. You really put the sticky on the floor, didn't you?
Well, I didn't put it there.
That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gravity. I think it's going to be a great slate today. I don't know how the fellas are feeling about this, but I feel damn good. Damn good. We also ended right at noon, which is impressive. Very impressive.
Would you look at that?
Stephanie already has her alt line parlay.
Ready to go? Locked and loaded?
Stephanie hit, what did you hit? 3 of 3 last night? 4 of 4? 3 of 3, I think. Just just a monster when it comes to alt line parlays. I think I'm going to alt line Nats Phillies. I'm going to bring that one down for the over because I'm sure I can get it at 6.5, which just feels way too easy in that game. I'm going to buy the Marlins as far as I can go, plus 3.5 most likely. And then my third one is up in the air. I might do a 3 of 3. Damn. Well done. Well done.
Sheesh.
Just well done. Just well done. And then I'm going to figure out, maybe I'll put a WNBA money line in there. Like the Lynx. Depending on Sylvia, of course. Need to see if Sylvia Follows is in the game or not. Maybe like the Lynx, the Wings, the Aces. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a good one, whatever it is. And I'm excited to see Stephanie's. But, fellas, that is the show for today. Great show today. We're at 93 subscribers, by the way. We are now 7 away.
Shout out to the 93 of you.
Yeah. If you're in the chat.
I am 6 of them.
And you have not liked or subscribed to this channel. Wait, what did you say?
I said I am 6 of them.
If you are here, if you've ever been here, and you're not subscribed or liked to the channel, please do.
If you've ever been this side of YouTube.
Yeah. But there's one more thing to do before we go, and I don't know why he's not doing it yet, but apparently he's not ready because he's stapled it as his thing, and he's just not ready yet. And what I'm talking about is the weatherman.
Yeah, I know.
Who's not ready yet.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect it to be a stay. I thought it was maybe more of a one-off hee ha ha.
I think the Fairly Odd Parents thing can be a one-off hee thing, but I think the weatherman, we need our weatherman.
Intro, bro.
No, it's not. You need your own intro. That's not your intro. That's Cosmo's intro.
All right.
Also.
All right, Eric, say here's Sean with the weather.
Also, I think here. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Pan it over. Pan it over. Go ahead.
But how am I gonna have the weather map?
Oh, true. We don't have it set.
Damn it. There's a few steps. That's our.
This is
spoiler. Close angle.
We are going to get close angles here because I want expressions. I want everything. It's still a work in progress, but we're figuring it out. See how that's completely. Look at this though. Look at completely hidden away from the main camera.
You don't even know it's there.
And then if you were to pan to me, oh man, it's just we're cooking stuff up here. We are cooking stuff up. We just need someone to work all the cameras for us because otherwise it's gonna be Sean clicking back and forth while talking.
I won't be able to talk anymore.
Yeah, Sean's just gonna be the guy in the background just clicking stuff. So if any of the fellas want to move out to Philly and run the show 10 to 12 and just be the camera person, let us know. Let us know. But here's Sean with the weather.
I thought you said feather. So that's what he does. So there you go.
Feather. Barely even know her.
Yeah, that's actually very inappropriate. This is a family weather show. Oops, you can see the weather in the bet box. Spoilers. I'm trying to get the this one. I still have no idea how this works. I swear, every time I click it, something else happens.
Jason said done on the way. We got our Zito.
Z. Yeah, every time I click on it, I get a different thing. This is actually very interesting.
Weatherman. How are we going to know the weather today?
Open the weather app like everyone else.
No.
All right, we'll start with...
I don't trust those people.
Yeah, that's fair. They are incorrect all the time.
I only trust the fella's weatherman.
I know, I'm trying to find the high pressure zones. Jeez. High resolution version. Oh, let's go. Hey, fellas. Now it's time for the weather. As you can see here, the effects of the storm are finally on their way out.
Just going in a different location.
Yeah, I mean, well, this seems to be... I don't know if that's the same storm over here. I'm assuming that's just a separate
storm. That looks pretty nasty.
So it seems like we're finally pushing the rain out to the coast, along the east and the south, into the Gulf and the Atlantic Ocean. we do have some rather large storms, some potential thunder, some potential flash flooding in the Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota,
Oh,
Kansas
my family
area.
gonna get crunched over
They're
there.
gonna get wet.
They are gonna get.
As you can see, it's right where this low pressure zone and this high pressure zone are meeting up. It's creating potential tornado-like conditions, I'd say. I would go as far to say. Over on the left coast, there's a lot of low pressure. So, hopefully there's not too many sinus headaches or anything like that.
Bro, that could be the right coast, though, if you're coming from Canada.
Okay.
If you're coming from the other way.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but fuck those guys.
Yeah, but yeah, you betcha.
I'm going to get you to say fuck Canada one of these days.
I just don't mind Canada.
I'm going to get you to say it.
Canada's sweet.
No, it's not.
Now, here's the national temperature, only in Mississippi.
Why did it do that?
In Mississippi. 91 there, though. Here's our local-ish. It's not local enough to be helpful to whoever's actually there, and it's not national enough to be helpful to anyone else, but what is that? New Orleans is going to be 90. Lufkin over there. Is that Texas? Lufkin, Texas? Yeah. High of 98. Be careful out there, guys. Drink water.
How can you really only get that part of the map?
I wish I could tell you. Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's going to be 86. That's a lovely summer day. If you're up in Jonesboro, get out there. Have a barbecue. Almost Labor Day weekend, guys. Have some fun. Looks like the middle of the ocean is 85.
Nice. Great day to be out in the middle of the ocean.
That's legitimately just the ocean, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right.
You done yet?
No. Yeah, I guess so. It seems.
Yeah, okay. So.
Zoom out. Oh, we're not done now.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so it's actually looking to be rather cool up here in the Northeast, judging by the blue.
Oh, imagine that.
Hot one down at that little Texas's little,
Little.
yeah, and then Florida's warmish. Arizona's hot.
Just absolute detailed.
This is a standard day in America. It gets colder as you go up.
Yeah, I was like, this is incredible. It's warm near the equator. It's colder as you go away
now
from
it's
it.
all gone. I think weather.gov shut me down.
All right, well, bye weather.gov. Thank you, Sean, for the weather today. And with that, we have nothing left today. We are done.
That's all we had.
We got MLB out there. We got WNBA out there. VIP will be posted shortly because we are on the early games today, which is not our style, but we're going to do it anyways. Good luck today. What a great slate.
And if you're in Lufkin, Texas, stay cool.
Yeah, stay cool. It's going to be a hot one today. Appreciate you fellas tuning in today. Tomorrow is Fellas Friday. Get fucking ready. Get ready. Get ready for Fellas Friday. It's going to be a good one. We're going to continue on the VIP tear just like we did yesterday. Oh, it's going to be a good day. The sticky notes are filled.
Flying.
The home runs are going to be locked in. The Logan Webbs of the day are going to be striking and the bitches out. And the alt line parlays are going to be flying. Flying. Good luck today. Make some money. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
He's not ready.
I decided.
I decided.
That was fun. That did give me. I saw Jason said that in the chat. I decided when the shows, and I did just start immediately tripping on power.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see. I can see it went to your head.
Oh yeah.
I'm also really glad that they just saw that for a while.
I know. Yeah, I did move it eventually.
Jesus. End the fucking show. What are you doing? You got unpaid ads for other people now because you wouldn't shut down the fucking show.
Whoa.
They didn't pay us shit.
Whoa. YouTube is the one averaging.
Well, they didn't pay us shit either.
That is true.
Unfucking real. This is what happens.
Alright. I'm leaving with my tail between my legs. Like a dog has just got a cell phone thrown at its face. Good night, fellas.
Bye, fellas.
You